All right, the Chargers have outsmarted the Broncos. It led to a victory, huge division victory, and it also shows you've got a coaching staff. You knew this, but it's like, man, it's just nice to see it over and over, whether it's Greg Roman, Jesse Minter in this case, adjusted, made things happen. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel dedicated to only the Chargers. And we started it because we're Jim Harbaugh fans, and then now we only talk Chargers, so make sure you subscribe, definitely if you're a Chargers fan, because just kind of an outsider's look into your team. Okay, here's what happened was the Chargers were down 21-10 with 6:22 remaining in the second quarter. Just saw the Broncos score 3 straight touchdowns, and it's just like, oh, crap. We suck. Like, that's what you have to be thinking if you're a Chargers fan is like, we just saw the team get steamrolled by the Buccaneers, and now you see 3 straight touchdowns. You've basically just seen like 9 straight touchdowns. And it's like, we can't stop anybody. Like, this is not good. So, but from there, it goes punt, field goal, punt, field goal. Jesse Minter made the adjustments he had to. And so what he did was put Tony Jefferson and Kendall Williamson at safety and then allowed Derwin James to come in and play like linebacker. Still in coverage a little bit, but he's there to stop the run. They blitzed more. They took the fight to the Broncos. And what happened was Bo Nix was then like checking the ball down. And it's like, okay, he checks the ball down. He's averaging like 3.3 yards per attempt in the second half. The only worst player at doing that is Bryce Young. Bryce Young had 3 yards per air attempt in week 2 against the Chargers. So they just backed up, took away everything. It's like the only option you have is to throw check down, and we're going to come up, make tackles, and you know what? If we can't stop you, we can't stop you, but we're not going to let you just keep gouging us down the field. So this is big because you know about Jim Harbaugh. Then Greg Roman just did some evolution during this game where it's like, okay, felt like Justin Herbert was healthy. That helped. But moved around a little bit, found some guys. But then Jesse Minter gets lost in this because the defense was just giving up like 9 straight touchdown drives. He forgot, like, wait a second. No, he makes the adjustments and makes it happen. That's what it's all about. Things are not going to go the way you think in the National Football League. You got to be able to adjust. Good coaches do. Bad coaches just can't. The better coach comes out on top on this. I think it's huge. Now, as we talk about the offense, you talk about one of the guys that had the huge play was Hassan Haskins, who we know all about because he's a Michigan dude. Here it is. You can see all about him. And here's a couple things. He was claimed off waivers. He was just claimed waivers after the post cut because he didn't make the team originally. Find him again. I think he's a great player. You saw it. I mean, just got enough speed. He can do it. He's a Michigan guy, 18-21, over 2,000 yards rushing, 30 touchdowns, a second-team All-American, and he's a former fourth-round pick. Like, let's go. He's a former three-star prospect. Works his way up at Michigan, and he's like doing the exact same thing in the pros. Kind of works his way up, slow. Next thing is like, use him. Let's go. I'm all about Hassan Haskins. I love it. So let me know in the comments as well, kind of where you're at now with the Chargers. Are you love it? Can't wait to see. Let's make something weird happen in the playoffs. Or are you still like, look, we're a year away. We're a couple years away. This has been a great ride, but let's pump the brakes. When we actually get in the playoffs, we're going to lose. It's not going to go well. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Another thing that is kind of interesting is you're in this weird spot as a Chargers fan. You're you're going to the playoffs. Are you kidding me? You're in the mix. You're going to go to the playoffs. You're going to play meaningful games, or you are playing meaningful games into December, then into January. Life can't get any better. But you're also looking forward because we just talked about it. We looked at PFF grades a couple videos ago. Interior offensive line not playing good. Playmakers on the outside, you really don't have any. Running backs don't have any. Even though Gus Edwards played well, you just don't have the juice offensively. So you're half you're half in the moment right now, but you're also forward thinking into what like draft free agency could look like. So here's an example. Let me pull this up. For an example, NFL insiders are saying that the Chargers could land Deontay Johnson. And Schefter wasn't the only one connecting the dots between Johnson and the Chargers. The 3 spots that the NFL insider Ian Rappaport highlighted in a new report said L.A., Pittsburgh, Kansas City. He's right. It's just look, we don't have to go through this guy, but my point in saying this is you've got receivers, you've got free agents, you've got cap space, you've got drafting abilities. We saw against the Atlanta Falcons a couple weeks ago that the Chargers draft class, Cam Hart, your other corner, can't think of his name. It's like you can draft incredibly well. Joe Alt, Ladd McConkey were smart in the beginning of the draft. You got a star linebacker. You can draft. It's just you can just see the philosophy. You're going to draft well. And you're going to have free agent money. Joey Bosa is going to be gone. There's stuff. It's just so exciting if you're a Chargers fan. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.